So what all topics did we learn the last class? Reina, last class we learned about? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear Reina.
Yeah, ma'am, can you hear me now?
Just wait. Okay. Okay. Meghna, what is cognitive development?
It is the process which a child explores, figure out, and the world.
What is cognition, Sana? What's the word meaning of cognition?
To know, to recognize.
To know or to recognize. It is a Latin word. Okay. Which are the different stages of cognitive development, Meghna? Stages of cognitive development.
Sensory motor, preoccupational, concrete, and formal.
Okay. Object permanence is seen in which stage? Reina, object permanence.
Infancy.
Infancy. And then egocentrism. Try.
The second stage.
That is, second stage is called as?
Second.
After sensory motor stage, which stage comes? Try. Pre-operational stage. Okay. So first is sensory motor stage. That is from birth to 2 years. And after it comes the pre-operational stage. What is it, Reina?
Pre-operational stage.
Pre-operational stage. And after pre-operational stage, Meghna, which stage comes?
Concrete operational stage.
Concrete. Then after concrete, Sana?
Formal operational stage.
Sorry?
Formal operational stage.
Okay. So what all changes that you experience or the adolescent experience in a formal operational stage? What all changes do you notice in formal operational stage? Just give 2 points, Sana. In formal operational stage. Try.
Hypothetic deductive thinking. Hypothetic thinking.
Very good. Hypothetic deductive thinking. Then?
Reasoning.
Reasoning ability. Then? Then Reina. Then what all are there in adolescence?
Logical and abstract thinking.
Abstract thinking. Abstract thinking means?
Like in a particular
Sorry?
thing to like
Abstract.
think, not to think like
Not available to our senses. Okay, concrete means something that is available to our senses, and abstract is just opposite of the concrete term. Okay.
Yes,
Then, fine. List some changes or the cognitive changes in adolescence. Meghna.
Develop abstract thinking, broader
Then,
understanding,
broader understanding, understanding of relationship, thinking,
daydreaming,
develops, and then
daydreaming,
daydreaming. It is because of our imagination ability. Okay. Then
differentiate between ideal and real self.
very good. Differentiate between ideal self and real self. What is ideal self, Sana?
Ideal self means which we want to become.
Good. Good. Okay. So take the page number 44. Page number 44. There are certain factors that affecting the cognitive development. Cognition means how we think, explore the world and all. Okay, so there are certain factors that affecting our cognitive development, or our thinking pattern is affected by certain factors. Which are they? Read. Read, Reina. Which are they? The factors affecting cognitive development? Just list from the screen. Which are they?
sensory development.
Sensory development. So what is sensory development? Sensory development means we begin to explore the environment using our senses, and we learn from that. Okay, the senses like seeing, hearing, touching and all, we learn certain things. Okay, that is called as sensory development. This sensory development is very important for the cognition, which means our thinking. Okay, our thinking pattern improves when we have a good sensation. When we explore the environment using the senses, we have a very good cognitive skills. There is more chance or more probability to think in a better way if you have a sensory development. Is it clear, Meghna? So sensory development is one of the factor that affecting the cognitive development. Cognition means our thinking. And next is after sensory development.
Motor
Motor
For
development.
example, if a baby learns certain things from the environment, okay, the baby learn or the baby gain knowledge from the environment using his or her senses. That is called as sensory development. Then motor development. Motor development also plays an important role in our cognition, our thinking. How will the motor development affect the thinking pattern? How is it? How does it happen? How the motor skills is related with our thinking? Just think. How is it is connected? How is it connected? Motor development and our cognition. Hmm? Just read the second one in page number 44. That is motor manipulation. Read. Reina, read. What is it?
Motor manipulation. The more the child explores the environment by touching, tasting, manipulating things, his understanding of the environment will be better
Will be better.
and concept will be formed in accurate, thus the learning to be better in cognition.
So what does it mean? The motor development also affect our cognition. Like there are two types of motor development, right? The fine motor and gross motor. Fine motor means using our fine muscles like using with our fingers and all. Okay, the muscles in fingers, that all are the fine motor skills. So these fine motor skills and gross motor skills also connected with our thinking pattern. Is it clear? Okay. Then intelligence. Intelligence means our IQ level and all. Okay. The IQ is connected with our intelligence. Right. So if we have a good intelligence or good IQ, our thinking become more better than others. Okay. So sensory development, motor development, and next is intelligence. These three factors that affect our thinking pattern or the cognition. And is curiosity. What does the curiosity means?
To know something.
To know something. So if a child has a good curiosity, the child will search for that. Okay, if the child has some doubts, the child will search for that in Google or in books. They ask questions. So more curious child will become, or more curious child will have more possibility to develop better thinking pattern. Okay, the more curious child has more cognitive development. That is a fourth point. More curiousness, the more thinking pattern is there. Is it clear, Reina? Any doubt?
No,
Any
ma'am.
doubt, Reina?
No, ma'am.
Need to repeat?
Anybody once more?
Yeah,
Once more, ma'am?
curiosity. That is the factor, one of the factor that affecting the cognitive development. Cognition means our thinking and all. Okay. So how our thinking pattern is affected and how this thinking is connected with our curiosity. For an example, if a child is curious about a particular thing, the child is curious to know about a particular animal, the child asks and asks different questions to parents, friends and all. Okay. Or sometimes they look through the books and all. So more curious child have more probability to develop a better thinking pattern. Is it clear, Reina? Okay. Then is opportunity for learning and also socio-economic status, which means if a child from a good economic status or a family with good economic status, which means they have right amount of money to provide the opportunities like education and all. So they get proper education, so their thinking pattern is improved. Okay. So if a family provide a proper education to a child or they provide a good school facilities, they get good opportunities in the school, right? So their thinking pattern is improved or their cognition is developed. I told you that cognition is not a inherit, right? Or it is not something that we are born with. The cognitive development is continuously we developing from our birth to our adulthood, adolescence and all. It is still continuing as like our self-development. Okay, that is opportunity for learning and socio-economic status. Okay, Meghna, what are the factors that affecting the cognitive development? List it.
Curiosity,
Curiosity,
um,
then
intelligence.
intelligence. How the intelligence is connected, Meghna?
If a boy or girl is more intelligent or have more IQ, then
If the child has more IQ, there is more probability to develop
it
the.
in the environment better way.
Very good, very good. Sana, next. She said about curiosity and intelligence. What are the other factors affecting?
Motor manipulation.
Hmm?
Motor manipulation.
Motor manipulation. Then, more the
Sensory.
child explore the environment by touching and all, his thinking and cognition will be better. That is called as motor manipulation or motor development. And then the first point is, what is the first point?
Sensory.
Hmm? Sensory development. Okay, so sensory development, the motor manipulation, intelligence, curiosity, opportunity for learning, socio-economic status. These all are the factors that affecting the cognitive development. Is it clear? Okay, so cognition is developed from infancy and it continues throughout our lifespan. Okay, so these are the factors that affecting the identity. I hope this is clear. Hmm? Next, one more portion we need to cover, that is influence of varied and changes interest on identity formation. It's in page number 45, the last portion of chapter 6. Okay, the cognition and identity, the page number 47, we already finished it. The points we listed in the last class. That is the page number 47. And take the page number 45. Page number 45. So, adolescents are changing their personalities, right? Adolescents' personality is changing. So, automatically their interest also changes, right? If our personality change, our interest also change. Is it clear? According to our personality change, our interest is also change. But according to the adolescents, there are certain interests that all we have common. Okay, the Meghna's interest, Sana's interest, there are certain interests that we all have in common. We are going to discuss what are other common interests of adolescents. Okay, which are they? Recreational interest. What is recreational interest? Recreation means the leisure activities. Okay, the activities that we do in our free time, that is called as recreational activities. Anna, what all activities as you do for fun or recreation? Your leisure
Drawing.
time activities, your hobbies and all. Hmm?
Reading.
Sorry, painting,
Draw.
drawing,
Reading.
reading. Okay, what about Reina?
I do draw, paint. Then
Little more louder, Reina, can't hear.
I used to draw, paint. Then I
Then,
used to watch YouTube.
okay, so what about Meghna? Just give one activity.
Drawing, dancing.
Drawing, dancing, okay. Then, so recreational interest means they are often done for enjoyments and pleasure. Why we do this kind of leisure time activities? To getting pleasure or enjoyment. Okay, that is recreational interest. The next is social interest. Social interest means a person interest to deal with others. So during this time, some adolescents have the social interest, so they participate in NSS and NCC and all. Okay, so these all are related with our social interest. If a child or an adolescent have more interest in social commitment and all, so they begin to start or they participate in NCC, NSS and all. These are the social interest. Those who have social interest, they participate in social activities. So we have a recreational interest, social interest, And the next is educational interest. Do you have educational interest, Meghna? Educational interest. You
Does it?
definitely have educational interest. That's why you sit here. Okay. What about Sana? Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Same. Okay, so there is an educational interest and vocational interest. Educational interest means just the education or the subject interest. Vocational interest means the job interest. Okay, vocational means job. So during the late adolescence, the adolescents are more concerned about the education and all. Okay, the boys think more about better paying jobs. Okay, girls are always think about less time consuming jobs. Okay, that is we have a recreational interest, sometimes we have social interest and vocational interest and educational interest. Educational interest means the interest in studies and all. Okay, vocational means the interest to become or interest in joining a job and all. Okay, that is called as vocational interest. The girls always think about a less consuming time consuming jobs, and boys need a better payment jobs. Okay, they need a more money. That is a thing. And the next is religious interest. Sometimes we have a religious interest. These are the common interests as an adolescent have. Okay, religious interest means they are curious to know about other religions, and as well as they are curious about their religion, so they try to ask questions from other religions and all. Then they try to learn what is the basic things in other religion and all. That is a religious interest. And personal interest. Next is personal interest. Personal interest means the interest in appearance, interest in our physical look, and the interest in achievements. Achievements means not only the curricular but also the extracurricular activities. These are the personal interests. Which are the personal interests? Reina, what is your personal interest? What are your personal interests? Do you have
Personal.
any personal interest? Just
Not.
particular to you? Hmm?
Uh, no. Like
Hmm?
it's kind of common, but I do listen to music, draw, paint.
Hmm?
Like it's all a
Did you
common.
concern about your physical look? Do you have
Yeah.
interest in your physical look and all? Do you
Yeah.
concerned about your hair, skin?
Hair, I don't consider.
Skin?
Yeah.
Fine. All these are the personal interest. Sometimes the academic interest is also a personal interest. These are the personal interest. So, what are the factors that affecting the cognition or our thinking? Sana, don't look to the books, okay? Just try. Factors that affecting thinking. List at least 5 factors.
Religious interest.
Hmm?
Religious interest.
Hmm. That's all are our adolescent interest. Okay. The factors that affecting the cognition. There are certain factors that affect our thinking and all. What all they? Just go to the textbooks. Just check in the textbook. I think she lost her connection. Huh?
Sensory development.
Very good. Sensory development. Then
Motor manipulation.
motor development.
Then curiosity.
Curiosity.
um,
What else, Meghna?
Intelligent,
Intelligence.
socioeconomic,
Socioeconomic.
mm,
Then opportunity for learning. Okay, so sensory development, motor manipulation, curiosity, and then opportunity for learning, socio-economic status. All these are the factors that affecting a cognitive development. Okay, then what are the some common interests that all the adolescents have? A universal interest all the adolescents have. Reina, try. Common interests that all the adolescents have. Just give the names.
like they like to be free.
Personal interest.
Like that instead. Personal interest, religious interest,
Very good.
education interest,
Educational or vocational interest.
vocational interest.
Then
Then
leisure activities along.
recreation.
Recreational.
Then
And one more, social interest.
social
Okay,
interest.
these are the factors and the interest of an adolescent that affect the cognitives. Okay, so